NTA 10, channel in sports and documentary. NTA 10, NTA 10. Even with movies, cartoon and live talk show. Bad choice and go for nothing less. Station for excellence. NTA 10, station for excellence.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
Checkers custard, the custard way smooth. To make am no hard, e dey easy and you fit take am anytime. E dey blend well with akara, moi moi, upper, masa, beans, and plenty other food. Make you go for correct custard wey dey nourish body and im taste dey sweet belle. Better custard for everybody for the family. Checkers. Na correct custard be that.
Are you looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful, and comfortable environment for your event? Then Nta Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place with about 3,065 capacity. Nta Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding reception, birthday party, church, and school end-of-the-year event. Our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars, or workshops. With just 150,000 naira only, you can use our entire space and also have your event covered and aired on our social diary program, Maryland. For more inquiries, please contact our marketing department, Nta Lagos Channel 10, Tejo, or call our telephone number, Chibuzo 0812 324 5519, Aisha 0816 003 3830, Gmo 0803 830 1669. Nta Lagos Channel 10 premises, affordable just for you.
NTA TV College Jos, an affiliate of Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, is currently admitting students for its ordinary diploma programs in television journalism, television production, and television engineering. Interested candidates are advised to obtain relevant information concerning eligibility at our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or marketing department of any NTA station nationwide. For further information, contact Assistant Director, Marketing, NTA TV College Jos on 0803 314 4383 or the Academic Office of the College on 0806 980 9807. Announcer, Registrar.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
On the news tonight, Presidency reacts to criticism on electoral amendment bill. A very good evening to you, and it's good to have you join us on News at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. I am Anuluapo Oluwatoki. Good evening and compliments of the season. The presidency has responded to reactions generated by the decision to withhold, apart from the Electoral Amendment Bill 2021, which came under scrutiny from public and political circles. A senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity,
in a statement said it's quite correct because it's a decision that will impact on all Nigerians. Timothy Yusuf has more of this.
The presidency explains that Nigeria's strength as a nation and its status as one of the wealthiest economies in Africa, with one of its highest standards of living, owes above all to its proud democratic processes, which are enshrined in the Electoral Act of 2010. It is this act which the new bill seeks to amend with the aim of enhancing and building on the democratic processes. It says after careful review, the president's office rather found out that the proposed amendments entail significant legal, financial, economic, and security consequences for all Nigerians, principal among which will be a severe spike in the cost of holding primary elections by parties, which is integral to democracies the world over. It also noted that Nigerian taxpayers are to pay for the cost, while only the richest of political parties would benefit at a time when the nation is seeking to extricate itself from the economic situation occasioned by COVID-19. The presidency also noted that it is the usual voices with cynical claims of election rigging and so on that are heard, making references to similar scenarios in 2015 and 2019. Therefore, not surprised to hear same with 2023 around the corner. Garba Shehu said the president will do whatever he can to protect this country's democracy, and that includes withholding assent from this bill, noting that the ruling APC is one of those that stand to benefit from a bill that favors wealthier parties. But it is not the job of this government to protect the APC, but Nigeria, her people, and her democracy. To those that would rather believe that limited public funds be spent on politicking during this time of global crisis, the presidency advised that they cease the cynical games, tell Nigerians openly what they want by putting their money where their mouth is. Timothy Yusuf.
In Nigeria, a malaria endemic country, has been battling the burden of the disease for days. Many lives have been cut short by this deadly but treatable disease. In this report, Ingino John examines the benefits of the first ever approved vaccine against malaria.
Malaria parasite can be likened to a dangerous animal that aggressively digs its claws on its prey, causing pains and even death. Children under the age of 5 and pregnant women are the most vulnerable group.
It can affect their kidneys, so they can have what we call acute kidney injury with their red cells breaking down.
Africa is the worst hit, as records by the World Health Organization show that the continent recorded 94% of global malaria cases and deaths in 2019. And sadly, Nigeria topped the chart with 23%. The end of malaria seems to be approaching, as WHO recently approved a vaccine for children at risk, especially those in sub-Saharan Africa, after years of testing in Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi.
If the vaccines come into the country, we can begin to look at some immunogenicity in relation to the vaccine. How best does it work among Nigerians? What is the degree of coverage?
You'll be able to offer our children protection. Our infant mortality rates, which we have been battling with, will continue to improve and go down.
Experts say this milestone is worth celebrating after decades of battling the deadly disease. In Lagos, Hinginu John, NTA News.
Meanwhile, creating a solid financial basis predicated on the protection of valuable assets with adequate insurance policies needed to safeguard the earning power and possessions of individuals. But are Nigerians aware of this information? A correspondent who sought public bills on these issues now reports.
Entitled to some rights in the case of accidents that may be natural occurring or that is not due to their own fault. If I'm on an assignment from a company and I encounter something like that, the company I'm working for, I have 100% right to look after me because I'm running an errand for the company.
Human and material assets are susceptible to accidents, dangers, and losses in the face of unexpected natural and man-made disasters. Every year, thousands of people die and many more injured in accidents of various sorts, with victims suffering pain, disablement, and financial loss. This, however, is where insurance comes in as a financial product that reduces or eliminates the cost of loss caused by different types of risk.
The very class of insurance that anybody chose to make use of will determine the complete nature of his compensation that he will get.
What are the existing compensatory structures for victims of preventable accidents? With exclusive reference to the ill-fated 21-story building at Ikoyi.
Where government said they will take care of, they will pay the bill of those involved. They are just doing it on a humanitarian basis. If unexpected happens and the person does not have insurance cover, it's on its own. Because normally they're supposed to have what we call contractor or risk policy.
Insurance experts say a group life assurance policy should be instituted by all employers for a minimum of 5 employees.
Those workers are not casual workers. If they are casual workers without any firm contract of employment, I'm afraid they have any right to claim against their employers.
Underwriters recommend insurance policies for corporate entities, income earners, and their dependents. Otherwise, when the unexpected occurs, victims will have limited options on how to recoup their losses or recover quickly from the aftermath.
You're still watching news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. Please, the news will be back after this time off. Please do stay.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heartwarming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
Glad to have you back. Coming from 2020, which was set to be one of the hottest years in history, the year 2021 dawned with a sense of urgency for the world to address climate change and its ravaging impact on the world. Nigeria, in early parts of the year, joined all the world leaders at different forums to take bold ambition to mitigate the impact of climate change, build the resilience of its people, and entails adaptation plans. On a defined phase in the review of the environment sector in the first part of the year, highlight the various commitments, policies, and programs initiated globally and in country to promote a sustainable environment in Nigeria.
2021 is crucial for strengthening global environmental governance, recovering better from the COVID-19 pandemic, and raising climate ambition through the implementation of nationally determined contribution towards achieving net zero carbon emission. At the United Nations Climate Adaptation Summit, the United Nations Security Council meeting on climate change, the International Monetary Fund IMF Spring Meeting, and the United States Leaders Forum on Climate, heads of big global economies announced moves to reduce carbon emissions by between 30 to 50% before 2030. Nigeria's climate ambition was also articulated at various international fora. They include programs to stimulate transition to clean energy, provision of timely early warning systems to farmers, supply of drought-tolerant crop varieties, launch of the Green Bond Project in 2017, and determination to end gas flaring by 2030.
Since ratifying the Paris Agreement in 2016, Nigeria has rolled out several policy enablers, set up institutional frameworks to cut emissions by 20% unconditionally and 45% conditionally, with international support by 2030.
The United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, released a report titled Making Peace with Nature, laying out the gravity of Earth's triple environmental emergencies of climate, biodiversity loss,
and pollution. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, also released a climate change indicators dashboard to provide data for financial and economic analysis of greenhouse gas emission. While the World Meteorological Organization, WMO's State of the Climate Report, re-echoed the imperative for urgent action to reduce carbon emission coming from 2020, which was among the hottest years in history. In Nigeria, the 14th meeting of the National Council on Environment came up with recommendations including a shift from linear to circular economic models, robust legislation to drive environmental policies and project implementation, and promoting nature-based approach to climate change adaptation and resilience. The federal government, in collaboration with the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, released Nigeria's National Action Plan on mercury in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector, alongside the national policies on solid waste management, as well as the policy on plastic waste management.
It's a step in the right direction in helping the country not only to address the determinants in the environment, but also to help prevent communicable and non-communicable diseases, as well as environmental protection.
2021 to 2030 is the decade of action in the global pursuit of net zero carbon emission to reduce temperature to 1.5 degrees Celsius and save the planet from the clutches of climate change. COP15 in coming China and COP26 in Glasgow are opportunities for Nigeria and the international community to raise climate ambitions to levels of concrete actions, especially in terms of climate financing and green transition. Elnengiye Fine Face, NTA News.
Another break beckons. Please do stay.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie. How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
Welcome back. Up next is sports updates.
The newly renovated Moshood Abiola National Stadium pitch is now awaiting the first training of the Super Eagles. The invited players are expected to resume camping on Wednesday. They last trained on the pitch in 2015 during AFCON qualifier against Sudan. The pitch was recently handed over to the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development by the Dangote Group, which renovated it under Adopt a Facility initiative of the federal government. Still on AFCON, Nigeria's group opponents Sudan are now in Cameroon and they have set up camp in Yaoundé before leaving for the city of Gara, where it will play Group D matches with Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria, and Egypt. The 1970 African champions will be making their 9th appearance at the event. Sudan has scheduled 2 friendly games against Ethiopia on Thursday and Zimbabwe 3 days later. In the meantime, the camp of Silly Stars of Guinea is now ravaged by coronavirus as 4 members tested positive to the pandemic ahead of their departure to Cameroon. The players and the video analysts of the team have been asked to remain in Conakry until they fully recover. While preparing for their departure, the team met the country's president on Tuesday, who presented the country's flag to them. And the UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman has been named the Fighter of the Year by respected mixed martial arts website, beating Charles Oliveira, Cyril Gane, Juliana Pena, among others. The Nigerian Nightmare pulled a total of 107 points to win the award, while Oliveira finished second with 87 points. Usman won all the 3 fights he went for this year. The Nigerian has also been ranked the best pound-for-pound fighter after earning knockout victories
in 3 of his last 5 fights. Femi Johnson, NTA News.
And that's the news. Many thanks for being part of it. I am Anoluwapo Oluwatoki. Please stand by for the Yoruba translation of the news. Good evening and compliments of the season.
Ẹ káalẹ́ o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ òní. Ìròyìn là mú wá sétí gbọ́ yín láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ Èkó. Lẹ́kàn Àjírọ̀túsù lóníròyìn. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tí àrùn ibà tí ó ń fi wọ́n lògbòlògbò fún ìgbà pípẹ́, òní wọ́n ti ń wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ pàápàá jùlọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú àwọn abiyamọ èyí tí ibà máa ń ṣe kòkárí rẹ̀, bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan ibà ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀, àmọ́ síbẹ̀ náà wọ́n ní ìgbìyànjú ti pọ̀ láti jẹ́ kí ibà tó ń dẹ̀mí ẹ̀dá légbodò yìí kó wá bí wọ́ sí nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Àmọ́ wọ́n ní ọ̀nà àbáyọ ti ń yọjú bọ̀ nígbà tí àwọn ọ̀mọ̀ràn tí mo yún gbénú karahun ti ṣe ìpèsè àjẹsára fún ibà yìí, èyí tí wọ́n sì nígbàgbọ́ wípé yóò mú àdínkù bá ọ̀rọ̀ ibà tá à ń pèrè ọ̀hún. Wọ́n ní bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé bákan náà lọ́mọ sórí láwọn àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gòkè àgbà. Wọ́n ní àmọ́ wọ́n ti ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò egbòogi yìí láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè nílẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ bíi 3-4, àmọ́ nílọ́lọ́ báyìí ìfọkànbalẹ̀ ti wà wípé irúfẹ́ oògùn yìí yóò ṣiṣẹ́ ní fáwọn èèyàn wa àti wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ibà yóò jẹ́ ohun tí ó dínkù pátápátá nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Láti pèsè ọ̀nà àbáyọ fún ààbò tó péye lórí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé tòun ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá àwọn aráàlú, wọ́n ṣe lálàyé pé ọ̀rọ̀ ètò mádàndófò ó yẹ ní ohun tí àgbà mú, pàápàá jùlọ nírú àsìkò tí àjálù ti ń di 3 kọ́bọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ yìí. Bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ní ò mọ ẹ̀tọ́ wọn lábẹ́ òfin lórí ọ̀rọ̀ mádàndófò àti àwọn tí wọ́n ń bá ṣiṣẹ́, akọ̀ròyìn wa òun náà lọ káàkiri agbègbè láti mọ ipa àti ọ̀nà àbáyọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ òfò tó di 3 kọ́bọ̀ nílẹ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ní pàápàá jùlọ lórí ilé alájà 21 tó dà lulẹ̀ lógèdèǹgbé ní kòpẹ́kòpẹ́ yìí tí ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀mí sì ṣòfò. Àwọn èèyàn wá ṣàlàyé wípé pẹ̀lú ọ̀nà àbáyọ èyí tí òfin ti ń wá ojútùú sí agbanisíṣẹ́ tí ó bá ti ní òṣìṣẹ́ tó ti ń lọ bíi 5 tó yẹ kí ó ṣètò mádàndófò fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ rẹ̀, onípàápàá jùlọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí, torí pé kò sí tí a lè fi ẹ̀mí wé àti pé ẹ̀mí iṣẹ́ ó gùn ju ẹ̀mí èèyàn lọ. Wọ́n ní ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan ìgbésẹ̀ ló yẹ kó wáyé fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́, pàápàá jùlọ àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó gbẹgẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ààbò ẹ̀mí wọn. Wọ́n ní ọ̀rọ̀ mádàndófò lórí ẹ̀mí ẹ̀dá ó yẹ ní ohun tí àákògìrí mọ́ kí ó sì di ohun tí kálukú mọ̀ wípé ẹ̀tọ́ òun ni lábẹ́ òfin lórí òfò tàbí àjálù tí ìbá wá, pé ọkàn balẹ̀ wípé bí òun bá tiẹ̀ lọ, àwọn tó gbẹ́kẹ̀lé òun bí ẹbí tòun ará òun ní gbẹ́kẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn ikú òun. Bá a bá bójú wo ọdún tó kọjá, wọ́n ṣàlàyé pé ọdún tó gbóná girigiri káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé ni. Àmọ́ ní ọdún 2021 tí ó ń kógbá wọlé lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ yìí, wọ́n ní ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan àyípadà ló ti dé bá ojú ọjọ́, èyí tí ò sì jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn fúnra wọn pàápàá kí wọ́n fi ẹ̀dọ̀ lérí òróǹro. Wọ́n nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà náà kò yàtọ̀ sáọ̀kan olùkan orílẹ̀-èdè yòókù tó wà lágbàáyé tí wọ́n ń fojú winá àyípadà ojú ọjọ́. Wọ́n ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ ọdún tá a wà nínú ẹ̀ yìí, orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà náà dàpọ̀ máwọn aṣíwájú orílẹ̀-èdè yòókù lágbàáyé láti fojú sùnùkùn wo ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí ìyípadà ojú ọjọ́ lórí àwọn ewu tí ó mú bá àwọn olùgbé orílẹ̀-èdè. Àmọ́ ní báyìí ó jọ bí ẹni pé ètò ti ń wà lọ́lọ́kùn òjọ̀kan gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọ̀ròyìn wa Omege Fanface náà ti jábọ̀ ìròyìn. Ó ní àwọn àjọ tó ń ṣe kòkárí ọ̀rọ̀ agbègbè tòun àyípadà ojú ọjọ́ tí ń wo àwọn ọ̀nà tí ó lè jẹ́ àbáyọ pàápàá jùlọ lágbàáyé àti nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà láti rí pé àyípadà ojú ọjọ́ kò ṣe àwọn aráàlú ní ṣìbálá ṣìbolo kí wọ́n lè bá a fẹ̀dọ̀ lórí òróǹro lọ́nà ìgbé ayé wọn. Tọ́ ibi tásìkò gbanimọ̀ fún ìròyìn tàṣálẹ̀ tòní rèé. Tó bá di lọ́la ọ̀tún ìròyìn là ń mú bọ̀. Ká sùn ká jí Olúwa lónìí.
Me kudo torido bokuda sim kwabo ndi son NTA Jesu ton Moses wa yin leno to go Nigeria ton in do po to me ugbe Africa to me over you to pe he o torido wa ido e ko tin when we ko indo eyan wo today yesi ga pompo bo e mana wa danu so de to wa to bolo me to tin de ko indo to go Nigeria ton to me ugbe di wa ido over to beto hu de to when we say beto think no John Adam do po de titoro ai you are do na do mo do ye fo no ha hon o to crowd baton we ko to ya to tin do o ama gloma de he yo ye he na no now to me le when you de he ye ko se te ko no de na do gwa lo na o do la te na a ovi o baton de he to pipe ye pole lo su he ma ko so fu ya ton e yo de he ko to ya to tin do titolo na so yo de he de a lopo na o ho no le e so no yo me no bon va si a ovi me do in matin to ko le ko no o titolo we do ya do ye ko te o yen lo si o nu pon to me yu gbe Africa ton de ji bo ye ko so to do tin do e yo de he yo town bo azo ko so to yi to alorun na do mo do e wa to go Nigeria to me bo e na so goro e pon do bon azo gba we NAFDAC ton po pon de he e na yi azo do bo wa azo de to me yu gbe in Nigeria o to go e me yu support te hunga to ai hon to me titolo we do ya to yi do tin to e na pe je to ki come to mateme to bolo me o alobara na ajo poto gbigboku to o dai we poto a o fi to je gbe we yu nu de e to ya do e ko lesun dada to do bonu me le ma ye bonu ya o fi na jote ene o to we azongba ho ye no penu kun alobara na o fi je me to mi insurance ton we to ya no to bo Nigeria ton le ni ki aloyi na a o fi jo ido ma logo e azongba ho le no bayi o gbeto susu tai ni so mi ton gbàdọ̀ pọnadó wọ́n yóò dé ní ọmọ àwòfin tó àjọ ìtàn lẹ́ẹ̀sìn ònúwàmẹ mọ́kẹ́rẹ́ ògbìgbọ́ ìtàn tó yígọyígọ sí ònúwàmẹ àwòfin wẹ̀ tó yàdọ̀ ẹ̀yìn dòpó irun jọ mẹ̀dẹ́ malẹ̀ ṣùgbà dandan wẹ̀ ní wájọ tó òjìrẹ́dẹ́lẹ́mẹ̀ náà èwù tó wọ́n kọ́ lẹ́sùn dandan náà tó mẹ́nu lẹ̀ náà tó kí àlọ́ yìí ò tìtọ́ lọ èyí tó yàdọ̀ ẹnu rìkẹ́ bọ̀ nínú bọ̀ àwò bọ́sọ̀nù kó àlọ́ náà mẹ́ ẹ̀yìn àwòfin jẹ gbe to wore penu o titolo we to yado naido beto su he ajo eton to gugu yo me ego tindo alobara to bo o titolo dali do na ajo papio a ovi me do alogora lo na tin na ye na fun ajo eton sonku kakati do ni yo no he pomo do yi bo o na to nu lo su na so ales to kra to enegodo de lo hafo fide to kudai ka de so ko ma sin kama to ilo
want the best in news, info, and entertainment. NTA 10, channel, sports and documentary. NTA 10, NTA 10. Even with movies, cartoon, and live talk show. I'm bad choice and go for nothing less. Station for excellence. NTA 10, station for excellence.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
Are you in search of good home appliances like refrigerators, air conditioners, microwaves, generators, and so many others? Then shop at Hatamako. Number 1 Oyetayo Street, Bolade Oshodi, Lagos. We are currently running a trade fair discount from the 1st of November to 31st of December. So hurry now to number 1 Oyetayo Street, Bolade Oshodi, Lagos State, and shop at Hatamako. All products are 3 years warranty. We also offer free maintenance on all products purchased from Hatamako.
The government should have been in long time ago, but I don't know why they're not in.
Say the color of the devil is black, and they say Jesus Christ is white.
Ghana girl say she want marry me, yo. I hope that she's happy kukuwate. Hope your love go sweet past the sheet up. Baby girl, I say, your body na killer, oh. Oh, I get it tired of your body, oh. Only on your body. That's the girl for the corner, there's nobody made a call.
You want the best in news, info, and NTA 10. NTA 10. Channel, in sports and documentary. NTA 10. NTA 10. Even with movies, cartoon, and live talk show. I'm bad choice and go for nothing less. 10 station for excellence. NTA 10 station for excellence.
NTA 10, station for excellence.